Solo Concepts is the premier restaurant group in Southern Delaware. We have 8 restaurants from Lewis all the way down to Fenwick. We have a catering company, a food truck, a soda company, a film company, and a management and a consulting company. We believe in beautiful, simple food. We like to develop the people we work with, and at the same time we have a little bit of a higher mission, and we're trying to make the world a better place. And we have a group of people that every day wake up and they get after, and they're all focused on one thing, and they're trying to make a great company, and we're trying to make the Culinary Coast a national focus for the United States as a food destination. I think we've done a really good job of that in the past few years. The daily grind of the restaurant can be very difficult. You're dealing with alcohol, food, and people. Those are 3 highly volatile things. So sometimes it's better to have a little bit of a higher calling, a little bit of a higher purpose, that as a group we're trying to get together, stick together, and be about something. And for us, it kind of gets us through the hard seasons and the hard times that we can rely on each other. We have about 150 full-time year-round employees, and then every season we hire, I think this year we hired about 270 people. So we have 270 seasonal people spread out throughout the whole county. And for me, it's great. And some of these people started out as 15-year-old busboys working with us, and now they're lawyers and doctors and business executives throughout the world, and they still come back and they have a relationship with us. So it's been a really nice experience for us that we're so connected to the community, and we can develop people in so many different ways. We want to support the people that we work with. We want all of our employees to have what they need to grow and be professional. And we may open 10 more restaurants. We may open 100 more restaurants. But all we know at the end of the day is we want to stick together, and we have a great group of people, and I'm really proud of them. I'm proud of everybody. This was a really trying year, and it's a testament to the team that Matt put together that we flourished after a tragedy. And the stronger and better we can make Southern Delaware, the better our restaurant group's going to be. Solo Concepts is the premier restaurant group in Southern Delaware. We have 8 restaurants from Lewis all the way down to Fenwick. We have a catering company, a food truck, a soda company, a film company, and a management and a consulting company. We believe in beautiful, simple food. We like to develop the people we work with, and at the same time we have a little bit of a higher mission, and we're trying to make the world a better place. And we have a group of people that every day wake up and they get after, and they're all focused on one thing, and they're trying to make a great company, and we're trying to make the Culinary Coast a national focus for the United States as a food destination. I think we've done a really good job of that in the past few years. The daily grind of the restaurant can be very difficult. You're dealing with alcohol, food, and people. Those are 3 highly volatile things. So sometimes it's better to have a little bit of a higher calling, a little bit of a higher purpose, that as a group we're trying to get together, stick together, and be about something. And for us, it kind of gets us through the hard seasons and the hard times that we can rely on each other. We have about 150 full-time year-round employees, and then every season we hire, I think this year we hired about 270 people. So we have 270 seasonal people spread out throughout the whole county. And for me, it's great. And some of these people started out as 15-year-old busboys working with us, and now they're lawyers and doctors and business executives throughout the world, and they still come back and they have a relationship with us. So it's been a really nice experience for us that we're so connected to the community, and we can develop people on so many different levels. We want to support the people that we work with. We want all of our employees to have what they need to grow and be professional. And we may open 10 more restaurants. We may open 100 more restaurants. But all we know at the end of the day is we want to stick together, and we have a great group of people, and I'm really proud of them. I'm proud of everybody. This was a really trying year, and it's a testament to the team that Matt put together that we flourished after a tragedy. And the stronger and better we can make Southern Delaware, the better our restaurant group's going to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 302 Sports. I'm Benny Mitchell, and we're in Smyrna, Delaware tonight for probably the most anticipated match of the season, with this number 3 Sussex Central Golden Knights traveling up here to take on the number 1 Smyrna Eagles. And wrapping up some JV matches right now, folks. And with me, Joel and Jared, a former wrestler here at Smyrna, and the name is correct when people say Doolin. Is that guy's son? It absolutely is that guy's son. Jared Doolin, the son of former coach here, Mike Doolin, who is responsible for a bunch of those state championship banners. And Jared, welcome to the broadcast. And you're sitting with me tonight because you're going to be doing this full time next year.
Yeah, Benny, thanks for having me. We had obviously a couple successful seasons with the football team here recently. And during the last semifinal match with William Penn, they decided to stream some stuff and kind of came up with some makeshift last-minute stuff, and it went over well with some administration. And so they decided to get some equipment, and hopefully by this time we'll be rocking and rolling with some of our own stuff.
And talking to athletic director Bill Schultz, he says you are in charge of wrestling.
Yeah, they think I know this stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, they asked me to do it since I obviously have a background, been around the sport for some years, like you said, with my father. So do some play-by-play commentary for him, and hopefully we can do as good a job as you do.
I appreciate that. Tonight on the camera is one of your students here, is Otto Banks. He's a senior, and he is helping us out with camera tonight, and he's going to be our cameraman through the varsity matches. It's senior night here at Smyrna High School, so we'll have those festivities coming. But let's first, folks, I want to talk about Phil Schulte. Phil Schulte retiring after 42 seasons, 41 of them in Sussex Central, one at Indian River. And Dave Fredman asked me to send me a message early in the week, asked me if I would cover his retirement, which I thought was going to be fun. And then as I went and did it, started remember being in the gym and remembering some things about Phil Schulte. And to tell you the truth, Jared, my plan was never to be like sitting here today. My plan was never to coach for 30 years. My plan was to do 1 year of junior high wrestling because my friends did it and move on. But I got a phone call 79, and he wanted me to come to some spring workouts. I had no clue what he was talking. I don't know what a spring workout was. Got a phone call, and because of Phil, I'm here today, and you probably find yourself in a much similar position because you grew up with a father who was a wrestler and a coach here of all places, Smyrna.
Absolutely, yeah. And always wrestling against Phil was always fun. Always great coach.
So it is senior night here at Smyrna High School. So we're going to cut to Bill Schultz as he introduces the seniors here from Smyrna High School, and there's not going to be many of them. Jared, this is still a very young team. You know, four-time defending state champs, and there's a very good chance that we might see this match again Tuesday night.
Yeah, matchups wise, this is a great matchup. I think everyone's looking forward to. Obviously, you have some great other teams in there. But this is definitely a possibility for Tuesday night. So this just might be a little preview of what's to come.
First, the Knights are going to have to get through Cape and Logan, who they lost to earlier in the season. And but let's look at some of tonight's matchups. And what we have on paper, unfortunately, is not going to see. As I arrived here today, I found out 4 Sussex Central starters will not be in the lineup tonight. Rashad Stratton, ranked number 2 at 126 pounds, will not be wrestling tonight. Matt Jackson, senior, out of the lineup tonight. Mike Wright at 195 out of the lineup tonight. And I look up to the board and I do not see Mario Santizo's name on the board, so there's a good chance that he may not be out tonight. So, folks, while they're doing the senior recognition, we're going to cut away to a commercial, and we'll be right back with the Sussex Central Golden Knights and the Smyrna Eagles.
This place is for everybody. Actually, my entire family signed up.
Lost my sound.
So my wife, my children, my young son comes in. My son's only 10. They have the kids classes. They have the fitness class if you're just looking primarily to get in shape. Obviously, the jiu-jitsu class is what I come here for.
Every time I walk through that door, I'm unbelievably happy, that I'm here. I mean, just a reminder of all the the energy and effort that I've put in.
Even if you just watch a class first, you won't know until you try.
This place is for everybody. Actually, my entire family signed up. So my wife, my children, my young son comes in. My son's only 10. They have the kids classes, they have the fitness class if you're just looking primarily to get in shape. Obviously the jiu-jitsu class is what I come here for.
Every time I walk through that door, I'm unbelievably happy, that I'm here. I mean, just a reminder of all the energy and effort that I've put in.
Scott Camera of Sodell Concepts. We have 8 locations, a catering company and a food truck right here on the Culinary Coast in Southern Delaware, and we'd love to see you at one of our locations. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue in downtown Rehoboth, serving homemade pasta. Papa Grande's in downtown Rehoboth. Our treetop deck has the best happy hour around. And Matt's Fish Camp, located on Route 1 in North Bethany Beach, your classic seafood chef. At Sodell, we believe in beautiful, simple food and making the world a better place. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Camera of Sodell Concepts. We have 8 locations, a catering company and a food truck right here on the Culinary Coast in Southern Delaware, and we'd love to see you at one of our locations. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue in downtown Rehoboth, serving homemade pasta. Papa Grande's in downtown Rehoboth. Our treetop deck has the best happy hour around. And Matt's Fish Camp, located on Route 1 in North Bethany Beach, your classic seafood chef. At Sodell, we believe in beautiful, simple food.
I'd like to thank the parents, guardians, grandparents, brothers, and sisters of all the athletes, sons and daughters attending practice, scrimmages, and games, along with the fact that they represented you, their parents, our school, and our community with such pride, class, and dignity. The rest will be presenting their parents and guests with a small token of appreciation. At Center Circle are members of the Smyrna High School coaching staff that will be thanking their wrestlers and parents for all that they have done. The captains would like to thank their senior manager, Lacey Edmond and Caitlin Johnson, for all the help they have given the entire team. Now, Alicia, escorted by Amy Campanicki. Alicia plans on attending college in the fall and majoring in nutrition. She'd like to thank the entire coaching staff for all the baths, never-ending pizza tournaments, and a memorable 4 years. Thank you to Miss Amy for being her escort tonight, for always being there. Lacey Edmond. Now, Miss Caitlin Johnson, escorted by Tiffany Natterpola. Caitlin plans on attending Longwood University in the fall. Caitlin would like to thank her parents and mom for all the service. Caitlin Johnson.
Folks, here you have the Smyrna seniors coaching staff in the middle of the mat, senior manager. So we're going to cut our mic away and allow Jody Wilson, the public address announcer, to talk about their senior class.
Escorted by Joe and Heather Archangelo. Chase will be attending Cleveland State and majoring in health and physical education. Chase would like to thank his parents for all their love and support over the years. His grandparents, Aunt Meg, Mr. Evie, Uncle Darren, and all the Smyrna wrestling fans. We'd like to thank Coach Howell, Coach Robinson, Coach Scoop, and a special thank you to Coach Kenny for pushing him so hard this year. We'd also like to thank Coach Jody, Andy, Cliff, Estrada, Arkbridge, and Taggart. And finally, a special thank you to the man that have coached him since his first match at 4 years old, and until now, and the best coach he's ever had in his corner, his father, Mr. Chase Archangelo. Next is Jacob Blair. Jacob is escorted by Cora and James Blair. Jacob plans on attending the University of Delaware in the fall, majoring in environmental science. Jacob would like to thank his family, friends, coaches, and managers, and a special thanks to Mike G. Mr. Jacob Blair. Mr. Nate Bryan. escorted by Patricia and Lavesta Bryan. Nate plans on studying nursing at Del Tech in the fall. Nate would like to thank all of his coaches for never giving up on him and not letting him give up on himself. Thank you to all of his current and former teammates, Chase, Othniel, Brent, Tyler, Tony, Greg, Larson, Hunter, Nick, and of course, Team Mully. To the Archangelos, Sebastianellis, and many other families and community, that thank you for all the support and love over the years. To Miss Amy, thank you for all your support and encouragement. And thank you to my mom and dad for absolutely everything you do for me. And without you, I wouldn't be as accomplished as I am today. Thank you, Mr. Nate Bryan. Noah Carney. Escorted by Kelsey and Terry. Noah plans on attending the University of Delaware and majoring in astronomy. I would like to thank family, friends, and coaches. Noah Carney. Tanner Mullen, escorted by Stephanie Flowers and Shane Mullen. Tanner plans on attending Del Tech in the fall, majoring in elementary education. Tanner would like to thank his parents, aunts, and uncles, and his girlfriend, Nate, Cole, Chase, and Jordan Santiago, for all their support. Tanner Mullen. Mr. Cole Sebastianelli, escorted by Ed, Jennifer, and Reagan Sebastianelli. Cole plans on attending Niagara University and joining the Army ROTC. Cole would like to thank Coach Howell, Coach Robinson, Coach Krager, Coach Willis, Coach Simpson, and Coach Hunter, his mom and dad, as well as friends and family for all their support. Cole Sebastianelli. How about one big round of applause for all of our senior athletes and managers. We thank you.
Welcome back, folks. I'm Benny Mitchell. With me, Jared Doolin. And Jared, this new gym, great arena. Doesn't have the atmosphere of the old one with that big old eagle flying in the corner of the gym. It's a little bit new here at Smyrna. And one of the nice things was they kept the old gym here at Smyrna High School.
Yeah, they still have it. Still used for some PE classes and other academic things. But this is the big gym now, where this is where the big boys play.
That's right.
Here.
And Sussex Central getting ready to take the mat. The Golden Knights coming in at 9-1, I believe, 9-1 on the season. They've got some top-ranked guys. We're going to see Javon Saffold tonight. They're a freshman 106-pounder, ranked number 4. Yoni Morales, or Yoni Garcia, junior, 16-9. He's ranked number 4 in the state, and he did that. He wasn't ranked all year, and that all came about at the Canal Classic, where sometimes, Jared, you talk about it. You can just you can show up at an event, and next thing you know, you were nobody and you're somebody.
Absolutely, it happens in all.
He's 28-8 this year. He's ranked number 4, defending state champ, ranked number 4. That's a crazy weight class because that's a weight class that has 3 returning state champions in it. Andrew Brooks bumping up from Sanford to 100 from 138. Corey Lawson staying at 160, and you got Bautista moving in from 152, and you got Avery Mann from Polytech who has 3 wins over Bautista this season. So, I mean, how often, Jared, if ever, do we see 3 returning state champs in the same weight class?
It's very rare. I think it's awesome that all those guys kind of stuck there and didn't try to go up or down. They all said that this is their weight class and they're going to prove that they're the best in it. So
stake
it's awesome
their claim at it, absolutely. And then we got currently ranked number 1, Blake Chambers. Big win over Logan Montgomery, who got the win over Larson Wilson earlier this year. Larson got that back. Larson's number 2 now, but Chambers, he ascends to the number 1 spot. So we could see number 1 versus number 2 tonight at 170 pounds. Luke 182. Mike Wright from Sussex Central, the sophomore, ranked number 4. My understanding is he will not be up tonight either. Max Tolson, who defaulted the other night, I was watching the match and watching him from the bench, and I mean, he was eyes watering and coughing and hacking. So apparently there's a little bit of a bug running around Georgetown Millsboro.
Yeah.
Number 2 ranked Johnny Morris. He's at 220 pounds. He did not wrestle Wednesday night, as we call it, Phil Schulteis' going away party. Nick Natacola for the Smyrna Eagles. Big win over Anthony Caruso from Cape Henlopen, the defending state champ at 106. Natacola had the worst day of his life last year. Did not place at the state tournament. He was at 106. He's up. I mean, it was not a catch-you-fluke pin handling that match. About
and I believe it was a somewhat slow first period. And, when Nick got to the second, he really went at it, and he kind of took it to him and
was back and got the pin. It was 10-0. It was a major decision range.
Absolutely.
So Natacola, he's moves to number 2. He's behind Cameron Hayes of Cesar Rodney, the 2-time defending state champ. So he's got that mountain to climb next week. 20 interesting weight class at the Henlopen Conference Tournament. Number 3 ranked Cole Sebastianelli at 125 pounds. Mike, I did see Greg Baum was dressed tonight, so we might see the number 1 ranked Greg Baum, defending state champ at 120, although Ryan Kelly has done an awesome job filling in for him.
Yeah, it's just to go to show you Smyrna's depth in some spots.
What a problem. And then we go to 138, the freshman J.T. Davis, ranked number 6. And some of his losses, I want to say, like the Diego match from Cape Henlopen, he gets the knees up, he wins, and he's probably ranked right now, but he drags the feet, can't keep the knees up, and doesn't get the takedown at the buzzer. But he's still 21-10 as a freshman, 138. 2-time defending state champion Chase Arcangelo, the senior, 29-4 at 145, ranked number 1. Nate Bryant, ranked number 3 at 152 for the Eagles. Dakota Kerr, and you talked about 160, could be an interesting match tonight. Bautista with a 1-0 win over Kerr at the Beast, and Kerr has a win over Mahan, I believe.
Yeah, he does. He wrestled a real tough match, and I'm really looking forward to the 160 match tonight.
Number 2 ranked Larson Wilson, the defending state champ. Little rumblings that he may not take the mat tonight. Has a banged up shoulder. I think with the match starting at 120, there's a good chance if Smyrna's coasting, he may not step on the mat tonight. Hunter Moyer, he's like he's the quiet guy here at Smyrna. He just quietly goes about his business. He moved from 6 to 5. He beats Cameron. Now he's number 2. He's was a state place winner last year. I think last year maybe giving up some weight too.
Yeah,
he is a solid 182 pounds. He's ranked number 2 in the state, 21-2 this season. Got a late start because he was a part of that football team we talked about, the state championship football team. Then there's Tony Wiest, 28-2. One loss came at the Beast, and one loss came at Virginia, ranked 220-pounder from South Dade. So that's your potential lineups for tonight, folks.
The winning ticket number is.
We'll see what Sussex Central puts out. I do not see Wright. I do not see Stratton warming up. I do not see Tolson. I do not see Santizo. So Sussex Central limping into this match tonight. They're limping across the finish line right now. But as we said, it really is more about Tuesday night than tonight. Tonight's for the Henlopen Conference Championship, or the Henlopen North. Coach Schulteis and his Golden Knights, they want a state title. So
absolutely, yeah. Anyone that's wrestled or been around wrestling know that it's a long season, and it's hard to get through it without any injuries.
Win the one that matters.
Absolutely.
Win the one that counts.
That's
So we waiting for Sussex Central to finish warming up, and we're going to cut to a quick commercial, folks, and we'll be back with the Smyrna Eagles in the start of tonight's match. We're starting at 120 pounds tonight. That'll be number 2 ranked Nick Nattercola will be taking the mat for the Eagles when we come back.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts.
And I'm Danae from Matt's Fish Camp.
Come check us out.
Matt's Fish Camp is the small local fish joint with 2 locations on Coastal Highway in North Bethany Beach and Lewis, where we serve up traditional coastal fare in a casual atmosphere with house specialties like colossal crab cakes, lobster rolls, and fried Ipswich clams, along with crowd pleasers like fish and chips, fried shrimp, and a daily selection of fresh caught fish. Matt's Fish Camp, serving up lunch and dinner 7 days a week, all year.
Locations in Bethany Beach and Lewis, Delaware. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts.
Hi, I'm Shannon Colburn, General Manager of Blue Coast Seafood Grill in Bethany Beach.
And I'm Douglas Ruley, Vice President and Chef of Sodell Concepts.
Located on Coastal Highway just north of downtown Bethany Beach, Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar is a landmark restaurant overlooking the beautiful Slop Pond. Some house specialties include fried baby lobster tails, baked oysters, seafood stew, lobster cavatappi, and of course, daily selections of fresh fish and raw oysters.
That's Blue Coast Seafood Grill and Raw Bar in Bethany Beach.
Come check us out.
Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com. Remember, you can always order online to take home our world-famous wings. It's your couch, our wings. Hooters of Newark is located at
Yeah, I'm not sure, Jared, if they didn't know how to spell Smyrna Eagles or they just got tired and started laying down around the G, I think. But Smyrna warming up, done warming up. They're huddled up in the middle of the mat, and they're traditional warm-ups. And I noticed Baum and Kelly out there tonight, Tanner Mullen on the mat. So I wonder if we're going to see Mullen on senior night. And will we see Baum come back out with an injured shoulder, up with the Lancer Invitational, I believe is where he injured his shoulder.
Yeah, I think got wrenched a little hard on a whizzer and got a little stinger, but I think he's back and doing better. So we'll see if we see him tonight or wait till Tuesday.
Last week, got the equipment all set up, ready to rock and roll in Cesar Rodney for the Jackson Dean Greg Baum match, and it didn't happen. So having quite a few of those this year. But here in a couple weeks, they're all going to have to wrestle here because next weekend is the Henlopen Conference Tournament, the meat grinder, and that's the now with the new state seeding. There's no more of that forfeiting, that third place match. You got to place high to get the seed at the state tournament now.
Absolutely.
I think one of the things that Delaware has done right is go by, they started seeding the entire tournament now. In a small state, you can do that.
Absolutely.
So, and Delaware's done that. And I also like the committee picking and seeding the dual tournament, unlike the point system for other sports. So far, they've gotten it right. It wasn't until 2012 when the first team to ever win a title that wasn't a 1 or 2 seed. It's only happened one time in each division. Both years was 2012. Caravel won it as the 3rd seed in Division 2, and Cesar Rodney won it as the 3rd seed in Division 1, and hasn't happened since. So it tells me that the committee knows what they're talking about, and they get it right.
Absolutely. That was a fun night.
Yeah, here we go, folks. Here are the starting lineups from your public address announcer, Jody Wilson.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, before the lineups are announced, we would like to recognize one of our alumni wrestlers. He graduated from Smyrna High School in 1970, wrestling for head coach Ron Eby. He retired from the state of Delaware and currently works part-time for Century Engineering. Both of his sons wrestle for Smyrna, Kyle and Kent. Kent was an assistant coach for the varsity today, both of which are at center mat at this time. He was a 3-time Henlopen Conference champion, winning the title in 120, 127, and 130 pounds. Placed 3rd in the state in 1968 at 120. He placed 3rd in the state in 1969 at 127 and captured a state title at 130 pounds in 1970. He's a proud supporter of Smyrna Wrestling. Would you please give him a round of applause, Mr. Kendall Robinson. Thank you. Big round of applause again, Mr. Kendall Robinson.
So, Jerry, we start tonight with, I think they do that every night here at the Smyrna Home Match, honoring the past, going back to 1970. And Kendall Robinson, his son, Kent, now an assistant coach here at Smyrna. And I'm sure being around here, you've probably heard the Kendall Robinson stories and a legacy here at Smyrna High Schools, among many others.
The whole Robinson family's been deep-rooted in Smyrna wrestling, so glad to see him recognized.
Current Smyrna High School head wrestling coaches, Mr. Dave Morrison, Ron Eby, Mike Doolin, Buddy Doolin, and Mr. Kurt Howe.
So Smyrna putting on the glitz for Sussex Central tonight.
We would like to recognize one of our Phil Schulte, the head coach of the Sussex Wrestling Program.
And class move here. The Smyrna Eagles honoring long-time Sussex Central head coach Phil Schulte, the winningest coach in the state of Delaware. 420 dual series. And I remember back in the 80s when I wrestled, Buddy Lloyd was across the mat back then, right before your father took over.
Tonight we would want to recognize Phil for his service not only to the wrestling program at Sussex Central, but the entire state.
And I tell you right now, Jared, Phil Schulte is surrounded by all kinds of evil down there right now, isn't he? His old Smyrna coaches and current Smyrna coaches.
Yeah.
Sussex Central and Smyrna, one of the biggest rivalries in the state. And standing ovation for Phil Schulte. 41 years as the head coach of Sussex Central High School. He retires after this season.
Of the 6 Smyrna coaches in the middle of the mat, I got to win against 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah. Lloyd, Dolan, yeah, you're right.
We want to wish him all the best in his retirement.
Now they won't be clapping for him Tuesday night if he walks out of here with a big trophy, will they?
I don't think we that big of a greeting, that's for sure.
Longtime assistant, Mr. Chip Illian, for his service to the wrestling of Sussex Central and the state of Delaware.
And now they're honoring longtime assistant, 29 years as an assistant coach, Chip Illian.
28 seasons, Mr. Chip Illian.
And you know, Jared, assistant coaches don't hang around 29 years. You know, they usually go find themselves a job somewhere else. But Chip Illian has literally stood by Phil Schulte's side for 29 years. And he too will get surrounded by that. He's got to be itching right now.
His ears are burning.
Yeah, something. All those Smyrna guys, they're all smiling right now. But
one more big round of applause for Mr. Phil Schulte, Mr. Chip Illian.
that was interesting. You pointed that out. That Phil Schulte coached against 5 of the 6 Smyrna coaches. That was Kid and Kevin Charles, former director of the DIAA, who used to officiate for 20 years. And he was at Phil's retirement the other night, and I said, you were able to retire from 2 jobs in wrestling before Phil retired from 1.
Tonight's wrestling match.
There we go, folks. Public address announcer Jody Wilson and the starting lineups.
Both Smyrna High School and Sussex Central are committed to the principles of good sportsmanship in both our players and our fans. We ask that everyone in attendance this evening abide by the same principles by respecting players, coaches, opposing fans, and officials. Please represent your school with class and dignity. Thank you, and enjoy tonight's match. In accordance with the IAA, at no time shall there be anyone sitting on the floor. And now for tonight's starting lineups. First, at 120 pounds, Junior Perez. From Smyrna, Nick Nattercola. At 126 pounds from Sussex Central, Javi Perez. From Smyrna, Cole Sebastinelli. At 132 pounds from Sussex Central, Brandon Greenlee. From Smyrna, Greg Baum or Ryan Keller. At 138 pounds from Sussex Central, we have Drew Morris or Cody Langford. From Smyrna, Jack Davis. At 145 pounds from Sussex Central, Tyler Bunting. From Smyrna, Chase Arcangelo or Tanner Mully. At 152 pounds from Sussex Central, Alan Sandoval. From Smyrna, Nate Bryan. At 160 pounds from Sussex Central, Brent Bautista. From Smyrna, Dakota Kerr. At 170 pounds from Sussex Central, Blake Chambers. From Smyrna, Larson Wilson or Mason Wilson. At 182 pounds from Sussex Central is Lucas Hudson or Junior Cruz. From Smyrna, Hunter Moyer. At 195 pounds from Sussex Central is Chris Torres. From Smyrna, Tony Weist. At 220 from Sussex Central is Mario Santizo or John Morris. From Smyrna, Brent Young or Andrew DeBenedictis. At heavyweight from Sussex Central is Tyler Carr. From Smyrna, Elijah Taylor. At 106 pounds from Sussex Central, Javon Sappel. From Smyrna, Dylan Andruzzi. 113 pounds from Sussex Central's Yanni Garcia. From Smyrna, Gavin Sembley. Sussex Central is coached by head coach Phil Schulteis. Assistants Connor David, Garrett Faulkner, Chip Illian, Bill Baxter, and Tad Brumall. Smyrna is coached by head coach Kurt Howe. Assistant Kent. Please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Thank you, and enjoy tonight's match.
And we're back, folks. Again, I'm Benny Mitchell. With me, Jared Doolin, former Smyrna wrestler, now employed here at the school, and he will be in charge of the upcoming live streaming that they'll be doing in all sports. Folks, a feature we have tonight is we will have the score clock inset in your upper right-hand corner. Technology has brought us to the point where we can get that in there. And that's being brought to you by the Henlip and Hammers Wrestling Club. So tonight's score clock and scoreboard and time brought to you by So we start tonight at 120 pounds. We're number 2 ranked Nick Nattercola for the Smyrna Eagles. And he's going up against, I believe, Perez, one of the Perez's they're putting out there. So let the wrestlers check in. Here's Nattercola checking in. It's going to be Junior Perez for the Golden Knights. Again, the Golden Knights without some starters. Stratton, ranked number 2 in the state, will not be wrestling tonight. The your referee tonight is John Groom. So here we go, folks. Sussex Central Golden Knights, number 3 ranked in the state, up against the number 1 ranked Smyrna Eagles. And there was a time, Jared, when Smyrna was struggling to get down, dropped number 2, and boy, did I hear about that. But they earned it right back with that big win over Cape Columbus. Here we go, folks. 120 pounds. Nattercola and Perez. And both wrestlers on the edge. We go out of bounds. And back to the center. Minute 40. So in the first period, Nattercola dropping down to a knee, reaches out for a little hand fight on the head, goes to a Russian, and breaks out of bounds. Shot by Perez, and we're out of bounds. Still no score here in the first period. 120 pounds. First match of the night. And Nattercola right back to that Russian 2-on-1. Perez able to circle out of it. Nattercola in on a double leg. Can't get across. Now it switches off to a single. Perez looking to switch from there. And he gets in a leg on a double, and they go out of bounds. Minute 8 ago on the restart. 0-0 at 120 pounds.
Really working.
And Perez doing a really good job of fighting off that Russian bar at 2-on-1. And what's the takedown? He was up 2-0. First match of the night. Highly anticipated. Smyrna and Sussex Central. Unfortunately, we're not going to get some of the matchups we were looking forward to. But whenever these two teams get together, it's a barn burner.
Oh, absolutely. The history with Smyrna and Central goes way back.
Back to the 60s, back to the old Georgetown High School. Pre-consolidation, as they call it.
Yes.
And Perez gets the escape, reshot. Right away, not there. Natacola looks like he's just trying to muscle him over, chops down to a double leg. They're on the edge, and they go out of bounds. 31 seconds to go. I want to thank Athletic Director Bill Schultz, and we have a stalling call and a headlock right off the stalling call. And there's the pin. First period pin by Nick Natacola, and the Eagles are up 6-0. And I think that's just how Coach Kurt Howe wants to get it started, Jared. What do you think?
Absolutely. Kurt was looking for some points there, and he got them. Nick's a guy he can rely on, and Nick came through there with what Kurt wanted.
So we move to 126 pounds.
126 from Sussex Central, Javi Perez. From Smyrna, Cole Sebastianelli.
And it's going to be Javi Perez and Cole Sebastianelli. Sebastianelli in on a shot. Shot again. They go right to the edge. And he's boiling them over there. Sebastianelli, usually a slow starter, but he just went right after it. I guess figuring he's got a JV guy on the mat. He's going to go out and get it over quick. And this is kind of what they did to Cape. This is right about where they started hitting it. The pin by Natacola, the pin by Sebastianelli, the pin by Baum. And, 6 they turned up. And that's, that's how Smyrna's really been bullying people this year.
Yeah, trying to get to a fast start and hopefully set the pace for the remainder of the match is what they're hoping for.
Sebastianelli up 2-0. Here in the first period. And we go out of bounds on the near side. And we'll restart with a minute 19. Again, I want to thank Athletic Director Bill Schultz getting set up here. This broadcast. Smyrna always an outstanding host. We've done football here. We've done wrestling here. And 302 Sports has done some basketball here as well. Smyrna, a pretty good basketball team too this year, Jared.
Yeah, I think they're ranked top 5 still, looking good. So this
came up here to do the video one night and had a 7-footer out there. And that's something you don't see in Delaware basketball very often. Right. Sebastianelli getting the swipes. Got the arm across the chest, looking for the fall here with 55 seconds to go. And Perez able to fight it off. And right back at it. And now he's looking to sink that reverse half deep. Get the chin in the chest. And there's a pin by Sebastianelli. The Eagles are up 12-0. And Jared, you've been there. You've been in that Eagle lineup before. They're just trying to set the tone, not for tonight, Tuesday night.
Yeah. Well, they want to set the tone, and they want it to be in Sussex Central's head come Tuesday. That guess what happened a couple days ago. So
absolutely. So
Central's looking to respond here, and
so Greg Baum is going to take the mat, 126 pounds. He's back from his shoulder injury.
32 from Sussex Central, Brandon Greenlee from Smyrna, Greg Baum.
Greg Baum, defending state champ, at 120 last year, bumping up 2 weights. And a lot of talk. Baum, I think I could say was a surprise. And it looks like he's getting a cramp there. I think Baum was a surprise winner at the state championships last year after being beat by Navarnik at the Smyrna Classic. He was able to come back and rebound in February and win a state title. So we have looks like a calf cramp.
So that's what it appears to be. Yeah. Those never feel good.
No, not at all. Especially when you get them
wake you up real quick.
So while we got Baum, while they attend the Baum, a lot of people, I know, a lot of people are really looking forward to Jackson Dean and Greg Baum. Greg Baum's proven himself. He's a defending state champ, and the freshman comes in and he decides to prove himself in his own way. He's bumped up and beaten some state champs this year, he very quickly by the end of December, everybody was talking about Jackson Dean.
Yeah. Absolutely. He's not only beaten some guys, but he's looked really good in those wins. So that's definitely a matchup that I think everyone is definitely looking forward to.
Absolutely. He's got up. He's he's majored returning state place winners. He's pinned some returning state place winners. And Baum is back up on his feet. Looks like he's back ready to go. Ready for fight in the period. First period. Greg Baum leads. Or no score yet. He's up against Brandon Greenley, the freshman out of Sussex Central. And he's in on a high cross, cuts it across to a double, drags the toes, takedown Greg Baum. He's up 2-0. Baum known as an explosive wrestler. We saw it right there. Just sets up, quick shot, and just drives across. I mean, he drove him. He cut to the right and took him about another 5-6 feet before he finished that takedown.
Absolutely, he doesn't stop when he wants something. He goes for it too.
And I think the most intriguing thing about him and Jackson Dean is very similar. Very, very similar.
Absolutely.
So we go out.
Makes it tough to game plan when you're almost wrestling yourself.
Right. Shot by Greenley, stuffed by Baum. Baum dumps. And gets the takedown. That's the same thing like I said, their styles are very, very similar. Jackson Dean, he's got a pretty good dump too. And both these guys can dump and get back points right out of it. Score again, as I like to call it.
Absolutely.
Four to 2. Under 45 seconds to go here in the first period. 132 pounds. Greg Baum on the mat for the Eagles. Baum in a front headlock position, looking to go behind with under 30 seconds to go in the period. And Greenley comes to his feet, snaps back down by Baum. Baum, he will hit a mixer out of here pretty quickly too. Really good guy. Freshman year, at Milford Invitational, about to get majored by Cameron Hayes. And defending state champion, Baum just hits a mixer out of nowhere and gets a pin in the semifinals.
He can definitely throw it.
Double shot by Baum. Gets the tailbacks. Greenley able to fight off the back points, and we're 6-2 at the end of the first period. So Baum 3 takedowns in that first period after shaking off the cramps. 32 is going to be another interesting weight in the Henlopen Conference. You got Norquest out of Cape Henlopen, and I guess Taki Williams from Dover, who's been out of the lineup here recently too. I would say a lot more parity in wrestling in Delaware this year. Wouldn't you say, Jared? Looking at the rankings, and there's a few weight classes where I can't pick them yet.
It seems like every year you can almost at least guess who the champion's going to be in the Henlopen Conference. And this year there's a lot of toss-ups that you don't know.
Roll through mixer. Yeah, a couple of weight classes where I can't wait till next weekend. It's really starting to get excited for the Henlopen Conference. I think it's going to be one of the, each year I say it's the best tournament. It gets better and better. I think this year we're going to see a lot of action. We've got we might see some. We could potentially see a Caruso quarterfinal 120.
Isn't that unbelievable?
I don't know.
I've heard you guys say it before. The Henlopen is the Big Ten of Delaware.
Paul Kyer calls it the Big Ten of Delaware high school wrestling. No doubt about it. Past 2 years, 10 state champions come out of the Henlopen Conference. I think, and there's a mixer right here. Greenley steps over him. Baum just able to muscle it through. He's up 10-5. Hits 2 more, makes it 12-5. I think the upstate might be able to close the gap with this year. I think it's going to be a little tough for the Henlopen to get 10 champs this year, but I said that last year.
It's about peaking at the right time. They find the right
Absolutely.
time to peak.
23 seconds to go here in the period. We're at 132 pounds. 3 back for Baum. He's now up 15-5. And looking for a near side cradle. Left, big mat return by Baum. And he'll go into the third period with a 15-5 lead. He's going to take the bottom position. Smyrna Eagles looking for their 5th consecutive state title. And there's a Peterson by Baum. Gets the reversal. Turns to the head, looking for the fall. He's up 17-5. Minute 42 to go here in the third period. And I think we're going to see another mixer coming.
Doing a good job of defending this. Good.
And there's that roll through mixer again. And here goes Baum. He's getting the swipes, going for the fall. Still over a minute to go in the match. And Greenlee's going to fight back to his stomach. Nope, Baum's going to get him right back. Looking for the fall. Greenlee in a bad position as he has double grapes in. And Greenlee looks like he's going to be able to roll it through. And he does, and that's going to be a tech fall for Greg Baum. So the Eagles, they go up 17-0 to start this match. And of course we start right in the teeth of their lineup, and it only gets stronger as we head down to Davis and
both great wrestlers, but I'm looking forward to this one right here.
Yeah, I think we're going to get at least one anticipated match out of the match tonight as we move to 138 pounds. This is number 4 ranked. Drew Morris coming out for Sussex Central. And he's up against number 6, JT Davis. So here we go, 138 pounds. Here's the clock in the upper, brought to you by the Henlopen and Hammers Wrestling Club. And Morris looks to throw by the Wizard. Tack on the edge by Davis. And there's Davis. We've covered him like 3 or 4 times this year. His motor never stops running, and he's a threat to score on the edge of the mat.
Yeah, it really is. You saw that with the Cape Henlopen match. He missed out on one at the end there, but could have had it. Both these guys very explosive, very quick.
Morris, like I said, in and out of the line. Dante Immediato of Middletown, the match where he went out and took an early lead, and Immediato able to tie it up and then turn him at the end. And then Morris taking losses to Immediato and Fisher at the Canal Classic. Also, Juarez Robertson from William Penn does have over Vinny go, but then Diego has the big win over 38 is going to be another 20, 38 going to be great weight classes to watch in the Henlopen Conference. 38, I don't even know how they're going to seed that yet.
How do you seed that? I don't want to have that job.
I want to be a fly on the wall when that meeting goes down, I tell you. Davis tries to snap down, reshot on the edge. He's looking to pour him in more. He gets the 2 feet, and that's a takedown. JT Davis, he's up 2-0. And the takedown he didn't get at Cape Henlopen, he just got here tonight.
So it looks like he made a mistake from the first match.
And Morris cuts, scores 2-1. As time winds down here in the first period. And that's how it's going to go down 2-1 and 1 for JT Davis. Smyrna now 17-0. You see the team score kept on the upper part of the scoreboard and the match score at the bottom. So here we go. Morris is going to take the bottom position. cross face here. Morris reaches back for that near leg. A win here, it will be huge for JT Davis going into the next weekend.
Yeah, especially for a freshman wrestler, that confidence you need as a freshman sometimes.
38.
Exactly.
Morris cuts and scores. They're 2-2 in the second period. Morris a pretty good rider, so Davis has to be careful here not to give up a cheap takedown or a late takedown, because Morris has the ability to put a good ride on his opponents.
Absolutely. The Diego match, he got a couple quick turns. He is tough on top.
Yeah. Riding that front headlock here. Under 1:07 to go in the second period. And looking to butt drag and go behind. Davis doing a really good job of fighting off that go behind there. Yeah, we're on the edge in the neutral position. 43 seconds to go. And we step out, no score in there as he spins behind. That's what he was looking for. Elbow pass by Davis. Shot. Low single attempt, not there. And now Morris goes to the 2-on-1, looking to pass it by and go behind. And runner 10 seconds. Looks like both wrestlers are going to be satisfied, taking it tied up into the third period where Davis will have choice.
We had a feeling this one would be a good one going into it, so going down to the third period, the 2-2 score.
We go to the freshman, JT Davis. He's on bottom. Morris, a junior. Like we said, he's a pretty good rider. And he can tilt from top. He has the ability to turn people. So here we go. 2 minutes on the clock. Davis gets the hips clear. No stall calls in this match so far, so that won't be there. And then we got a stall call on top. So Morris is going to have to come a little more offensive with 1:29 to go. Stall call 31 seconds into the period. Morris with the looking at ankle here, hooked on the near side. That comes back over to center. Got to be careful of another stalling call. You don't want to get hit here. Minute to go with a stalling call for riding parallel. And there it is. And now stall on bottom. Yeah. Stall call on bottom. So stalling call each way. So the next one could be the match decider, Jared. That's not how you want the match to be decided. Davis comes out and gets the one. 3-2. JT Davis. 45 seconds to go in the match. Morris behind. Drops down to a low single. 25 seconds to go in the match. Needs to get backside on this and get an angle. Davis, great job of fighting the hands, breaking his lock. And we get a stalemate with 15 seconds to go. But Morris looked like he had that one opening to go behind, and Davis was able to snuff it out.
Yeah, that was quite a battle right in there.
And sit drag attempt by Morris, and that's how it's going to end. JT Davis, the freshman, 3-2 decision. Talk a little bit about that, and how important is that for the freshman going into the conference tournament?
Well, that's a huge win. Like I said earlier, especially as a freshman going into it for the first time, you want to have as much confidence as possible when you get into that tournament, so you feel like you almost want to feel like you can't be beat when you get there.
So we move to 145 pounds. Two-time defending state champ.
Cody Langford from Smyrna. Chase Archangelo.
Chase Archangelo, he's up against Cody Langford being sent out for the Tyler Bunning. I guess Tyler Bunning's going to move up to 52. And takedown for Chase Archangelo. I was talking to Coach Howe. I believe it was here at the Smyrna Little Wrestlers Tournament, and we were talking about who's the most exciting wrestler to watch, and we talked to some guys that said Chase Archangelo is a really, really good wrestler, but he's so slow and methodical. He's really not fun to watch.
Yeah, he's very, very technical. He does it the way, which a lot of times doesn't come across as flashy or exciting.
Right. Coming off the years of watching kids like Micah Height and guys like that, but I mean, he gets the job done, and very slow, methodical, got the cradle, turn, and he's got this cradle all locked up, rockabye baby. It looks like he's going to get the fall here at 145 pounds.
Plenty of time.
And Langford able to break it. And he gets the fall in 59 seconds. Chase Archangelo, not his last match, his last regular season match here in the Smyrna gym. He's off to Cleveland State next year.
Last time under the spotlight.
Very correct there. 26-0, the Eagles. And we move to 152 pounds.
52 pounds from Sussex Central, Tyler Bunting.
Nate Bryant. We'll go up against Tyler Bunting. Bunting bumping up from 145. Going to take his chances on Bryant as opposed to the two-time defending state champ.
Yeah, going into it, I was wondering if we were going to see more of a chess match or a straight up for straight up. But I guess with some of the injuries and missing, we're going to see more of a straight up lineup than we are a chess match.
Takedown by Nate Bryant. He goes up 2-0. I think with all the injuries, or illness to the Knights today, Bunning's going to move up, and he's going to take his chance on Bryant as opposed to he's going to pick his poison as Archangelo, because you're starting to talk in a match like this, seeding for next weekend at the Olympic Conference and getting one of those top 6 spots, excuse me. One thing I've seen this year is the art of the forfeit this year. Been a lot of them.
It really has. There has been a lot of sicknesses going around. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but
and we've seen some. I would say are some. I call them street forfeits. You get a big win over somebody maybe, and either bump a weight. A lot of, especially in the Southern Division, you see a lot of guys that are going to say wrestle 152. They're wrestling 170, and like an Indian River Del Mar dual meet to get the matchups you need to get in.
A lot of it will come down to the dual meet seeding as well. Sometimes you have to look at point differential when you're not sure if you're going to be able to squeeze in there or not. Sometimes you have to try to look at point differential and get as many points out of a team as you can.
Well, yeah, I think Division I, obviously Smyrna's going to be the number 1 seed. And Sussex Central number 3, which I think what everybody expected. 4-5, I say going to be Dover match. Not Dover's in. I think they've done what they've had to do. They returned to the state duels for the first time since Harry Rigby was the head coach. And then William Penn is the Blue Hen Flight A champ, so I think they're going to come in as a 6th seed. But what's impressive about that, Jared, is that's 5 Henlopen North teams in the 16 field.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, Slazeanum having taken some losses, not just losses, but beat by more than 20 by Cesar Rodney, and Smyrna blows them out. And Dover's been able to. Dover's win over Milford, I think, was huge for them.
It was a very good win for them.
2-0. Nate Bryant leads. We're in the second period. And Division II, obviously Milford's going to be the number 1 seed. I would expect when the committee meets, Indian River maybe possibly the number 2, followed by St. George's. Those two could flip-flop. And then I think you're going to see the Laurel Bulldogs back since first time since 2008 under Jesse Glandon.
About that.
And then I think you're going to see, maybe a Caravel. Probably see the rematch between Caravel and Laurel. Or who could grab that 6th seed? Delaware Military getting blown out last night. But that's 3 Henlopen South teams in the duels. And that's not been happening for a couple years now. The South has really been kind of dormant. Jesse Glandon gets the job at Laurel last year, turns it around. He's got a full team, and he's probably going to be the number 4 seed in the state.
Yeah, it's great for them in that program for sure. I remember when I was an 8th grader coming in before my freshman year, Smyrna wrestled Laurel in the Division II finals, I believe.
Right.
They had some studs on that team.
Under Tom Pavia, who's now coaching, I believe, in North Carolina. And Brian gives him the goes to give him the free release, and Bunning turns around to a leg. Brian, we got a stall call on Bunning. Brian could be a surprise at 52 this year. He has a tendency, though, maybe a fault to say, is he starts out fast but finishes slow.
Yeah, I've heard you say that before, and I've noticed it. He definitely he can come out firing, and once he gets his lead up, he tends to let it creep back on.
Seen a couple times this year the matches have closed, I think too close for comfort, but he gets it done. He's ranked number 4 in the state at 152 pounds, and or number 3 now. He's number 3 in the state, but 52, another competitive weight class in the Henlopen Conference. Don't want to jinx him, but I think 45 is going to be the battle for second place. With Chase Arcano, he's just flexing this year, and one thing I've noticed about him is, he doesn't always pin, he doesn't always tack, doesn't always major, but they don't score on him.
No,
it's always a goose egg on the other side. 4-0. Nate Bryant's on bottom, comes to his feet, looking to isolate a hand, cuts and scores. 5-0 for Nate Bryant.
But once you get in those conference tournaments and those state tournaments, anything goes.
Absolutely.
No such thing as an easy match when you get there.
Nah, especially the Henlopen Conference. Tough tournament. And sometimes some could consider it an advantage because it prepares you for the state tournament. You can get very easily beat up in that tournament.
Absolutely. We've seen it happen many times.
Minute 39 on the restart. Nate Bryant leads. Tyler Bunning 5-0. And nice little Russian 2-on-1. Pulls it to the mat. Goes behind. Gets the takedown. And gives him the free release. And we go off the floor. The mat to the floor. Bryant should be the number 1 seed coming into the Henlopen Conference tournament. I believe he's undefeated in the conference. He has a win over Jaquette from Cape and Lopen, who I believe has a win over just about everybody else.
Yeah.
Jaquette, another one. Pulls off the upset over Timmy Griffith of Sanford, but has lost to Bryant. Just again, unable to make the move.
Right. I think that's one of the matches you were talking about where Nate got out big and
it looked like he was going to get a major, and next thing you know, he's fighting to survive.
Absolutely.
Not here tonight though. On senior night, with a minute to go, he's built up a 9-1 lead. He started like a 120-pounder or something, didn't he?
He was a little guy.
Yeah, he was a small guy. And we're going to get a false start on Bunning. Minute and 4 seconds. That's 64 seconds, Jared, until the next anticipated match. 160 pounds, number 4 versus number 5. Defending state champ Brandon Bautista of Sussex Central will be going up against Dakota Kerr. But right now we're at 152, where Nate Bryant has quietly built a 9-1 lead. And this is the Nate Bryant I want to see all the time. Third up, still trying to score.
Yeah, I think he's starting to focus a little bit more, goal-oriented with the conference tournament coming up and the state tournament coming up. I think he wants to really finish his senior season out strong and something to remember it by.
Another stalling call. That's 2 points awarded. So the next stalling call, and Bunning will be DQ'd. And there's still 40-some seconds to go in the match. And the clock winds down under 10. Here we go, Nate Bryant, senior night. He's going to get a major decision for the Eagles. On our wrestling Facebook page. Who do you got tonight? What's your score? Damian Creighton picks Smyrna 52-0. I think he was kidding, but we're headed in that direction. Nate Bryant with the 11-1 decision, and that puts the Eagles up 30-0.
160 pounds from Sussex.
So here we go, folks.
Bautista from Smyrna, Dakota Kerr.
One of the matches we're looking forward to tonight. Dakota Kerr. And 50 pounds. This was a 1-0 match at the Beast of the East in the Wrestlebacks. Bautista just, he's one of those guys that's on bottom, relentless, doesn't stop moving, moves the hips. He has great hips and finds his way out and advances in the Beast of the East. But Kerr came out really tough as a freshman. I believe he was a conference finalist his freshman year.
And of all places, the Beast of the East to meet another Delaware kid.
Right, 60-some guys in your weight class, and you get to the Wrestlebacks, you could bump into a conference foe.
Right.
Bautista, he won a state title last year over surprise finalist Patrick Gerlucci, or which one? I think Tommy Gerlucci of Cesar Rodney. This year, 160 got awful deep. Andrew Brooks of Sanford, 138-pound state champ a year ago. He moves up to 160. Lawson stays at 160. Bautista moves up to 160. And Avery Mahan just around there, just throwing the monkey wrench in the middle of everything. So 0-0 here in the first period at 160 pounds. And waiting for that first explosion out of Bautista. You're going to see about 4 or 5 of them in the match. He just good movement, and the next thing you know, he explodes, and he's in on your legs, or he's going behind you. He might even throw a flying squirrel in before the match is over.
Very, very explosive, very tough wrestling.
Kerr with underhook on the left side, Pally on the right. There's a low single by Bautista, comes up to a front head, and great job by Kerr, able to circle out of it. And another shot by Bautista, and we're going to go 0-0 after the first period. But Bautista, a really good job there, in contact, going high and low, and trying to set up a low single shot.
Even though he didn't score there, he set himself up for potentially some points if they get back to their feet again. And
no panic by Kerr. Held position, circled out of it, and looking to put their boots in. In the dual meet with Cape, Kerr, who lost to number 2 ranked Corey Lawson, defending state champion, 160. Kerr well in the second period, and then took neutral, and got taken down and ended up turning into a major decision. There's a reversal by Brandon here in the second period. And he's got the leg split. Kerr able to knee slide up, get out of trouble. Minute 25 to go. 2-0, Brandon Bautista. For this weight class, Bautista, defending state champ, he's ranked 4 in the state.
Who would have thought that when the season started?
Right. Started the season ranked number 1. Comes outside, lift, big mat return by Bautista. And he's going to go again. And Kerr looking to mix him over. I think Kerr baited him there.
It looked like it.
And we go out of bounds with Kerr on bottom. He looked like he was baiting him for that kick over mixer.
He does.
Almost got it.
We have an offensive wrestler in Bautista and a more defensive wrestler in Kerr. It's fun to watch the different styles go at each other.
Bautista high half. Looking to go to this left side. Kerr sits. Snatched back by Bautista. Kerr pulls the head, tries to pull him over, comes to his feet. Escape for Dakota Kerr with 25 seconds to go. It's 2-1. And Kerr will have choice going into the third period. And we go out of bounds. 18.1 seconds on the board. Hey, this is a win I think both these guys really need.
I think they both want it as well.
Right, you're talking on being on the top half of the bracket for the Henlopen Conference tournament, up against the number one seed, 60. Right now, I'd say Lawson is looking to be the number one seed. He has not lost in the Henlopen Conference yet.
That match with Bautista was very close.
Yeah, takedown with 12 seconds left. Right. 2-1. Kerr takes bottom. Bautista checking to see if they want him to keep him down or not. And they do. They want him to ride. And comes to his feet, scores 2-2 as Dakota scores with 1:39 to go in the match. Double under, over under, gets him to the edge. And Kerr he's got a little bit of everything in his style. He's a good leg rider, he's a good upper body wrestler, and he can fire off a shot here and there.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of everything in his arsenal. Like this, you need a little bit of everything.
Yeah, you're correct. Shot by Bautista. Kerr looking to go behind. He's got the ankle on the near side. Looking to step over it. No takedown yet. We're on the edge. Bautista right circling back to the edge. We're going to go out of bounds. Neutral. Basically, this match, it's for third seed in the Henlopen Conference right now. And want to be on the opposite side of Corey Lawson from Cape Henlopen.
Yeah.
Both of them have losses to Mayan from Polytech. Clock goes under 45 seconds.
Once again, just goes to show you how deep the Henlopen Conference is.
Absolutely. Kerr heavy on that head. Underhook dug in by Bautista. 32 seconds to go in the match. And we got a stalemate. 29 seconds. Back on their feet. Referee John Grew wants to see some action. Low single attempt by Bautista. The Kerr able to stay. We go down. 22 seconds on the clock. Another shot by Bautista. Kerr, front headlock position, digs in an underhook. And he might go inside trip here. Jacking him up. Gonna kick over Mixer. Takedown by Bautista at the buzzer. Two takedown and two back. So Bautista wins the and puts the Knights on the board. I think we got everything we asked for in that match.
That was a fun one to watch, yes. I think we knew that one was going to be another fun one going in, and they did not disappoint.
That takes the team score to 30-3, and we move to 170 pounds. And I believe this is Mason, correct?
Yes, this is Mason.
So Mason Wilson is going to come out at 170 pounds. And I got a little info during the week that Larson also suffering from a sore shoulder. Just give me 4 more days, you know.
From Smyrna, Mason Wilson.
So Mason Wilson, the freshman, stepping in for his big brother. He's up against the number 1 ranked Blake Chambers of Sussex Central. Now, key in that Cape Sussex Central match that was so tight, Chambers did not wrestle in that match. He had injured his ankle at Battle of the Beach, and I was not able to wrestle in that match. So he's in on a single and looking to turn into a near side cradle. Then goes to step over. Mason now locks up on a leg on the near side, looking to pull it under on a crackdown. And he's got Chambers in trouble. Chambers gets back up, looking to Merkel, steps over, takedown. Blake Chambers 30 seconds of action right off the bat.
That's good wrestling right there.
Chambers puts the boot in on the right side. And these Wilson boys, they're funky little wrestlers. They put themselves in positions that you're watching, you think it's going to be a bad position. They come out scoring out of it.
I guess you could say it runs in the family because all of them do it.
All of them the same way, yeah. Chambers looking to run that bar on the left side. Wrist in a bar. And Mason Wilson able to fight it off. And this right here, starting at 106, that is the teeth of the Sussex Central lineup. Then they're tough down low with Javon Saffold and Yoni Perez, who we'll see to end the night. Stalemate with 20 seconds to go. Much like Blake Chambers, reminds me a lot of Moyer. He's found the way from Central High School.
Yeah. Big, strong, physical. Deep beyond just a head coach.
Right, absolutely. We see front right now, Garrett Faulkner, former state champ out of Cedars Rodney, out there next to him, Connor David. He wrestled in the Cornell program right around the same time Dake was showing up there. Billy Baxter, a state champ out of Sussex Central. And then there's a guy that feels a little strange. Broomall, the former Smyrna wrestler and coach, now teaching at Sussex Central and on the coaching staff.
Yes. Yeah, Tad helped me out a lot my freshman year. He was a couple years older than me, but helped me out a lot. Learned a lot from Tad.
Here in the second period, Chambers leads. Chambers in the blue singlet. Smyrna leads in the team score 30-3. Not the match we expected, but when there's four starters out of the lineup, things tend to roll that way.
Yes.
And Wilson subs under the leg. And you got to be really careful with he's the kind of subs up, seat belts, and can put you on your back real quickly. His brother won a last year with a Peterson off.
Yes. Yeah. Reiterating the fact that they're a little unorthodox, the wrestling style.
Right. Chambers gets the escape. He's up 3-0 here in the second period. Shot by Mason Wilson and by Chambers. Another shot by Mason Wilson, not there. Chambers looking to go behind here. Got the ankle, circles behind. He's up 5-0. I imagine, Jared, if a healthy Sussex Central team shows up Tuesday night, we'll see a little different outcome. Right now, Smyrna just rolling all over the Golden Knights, but as I say, that Chambers looking for a pin here at 170 pounds. And Wilson going to be able to fight it off. We're going to move to the third period. Chambers leads 8-0.
Yes, got some spots that maybe didn't expected with the Sussex Central wrestlers out. So you could be looking at some potential, 9-10 point swings.
Right, sure. They got the pin at 125 pounds, 126 pounds, and Stratton has a decision over Sebastian already this year. So that right there's a 9-point swing. 52, Tolson's dangerous.
So could see a much different story Tuesday.
But they're going to have to get by the Cape Lebanon Vikings first, and Chambers going for the pin here and gets the pin. Blake Chambers, he keeps the Knights rolling. Makes the score 30-9. And we'll move wrestlers at 182 pounds with number 2 ranked Hunter Moyer going up against number 5 ranked Lucas Hudson.
£182 from Sussex Central, Lucas Hudson. From Smyrna, Hunter Moyer.
So here we go. Number 2 versus number 5. And we talked about this is the meat of the Central lineup, but with a couple guys out, they're just kind of closing the gap right now. Shot attempt by Hudson. Hudson does have a win over number 3 ranked Zeke Marcosi of Indian River. They've traded wins this year. Moore, I don't think has seen either one of these guys so far this season.
I don't believe he has either.
82 is going to be another deep weight class with Moyer and Marcosi and Hudson.
Good battle there in the end of the circle.
Hudson comes up for the head. I'm from the it looks so good. If it looks that good, don't take it. And a lot of times when you're on that low single and you go hunting for that head, you actually end up putting yourself in a worse position. But they go out of bounds. Hudson spin around to a single. And we're going to go back out of bounds. 57 seconds to go. No score yet at 182. So another matchup of ranked wrestlers. And folks, you're watching 302sports.com. I'm Benny Mitchell, with me Jared Doolin. My cameraman Otto Banks, want to give him a thanks. Smyrna Senior in the, what do you call that department they work for, the program?
Multimedia.
Multimedia. Used to be called the AV Club. Yeah, now it's multimedia.
Multimedia.
And we go out of bounds, 34 seconds to go, 0-0. Shot attempt, sweep Tim on attempt by Hudson, gets in on the leg. Whizzer by Moyer on the edge. 9 seconds to go in the period. And we're going to go out of bounds again with 2.9 on the clock. And we go to the second period, 0-0. So 3 pretty good matches in a row here.
Be interesting if these teams do match up again on Tuesday, if how the strategies change in the given match, since they would just be seeing each other a couple days after.
That's right.
Wrestling.
Moyer brings him back down to the mat after the switch attempt by Hudson. Hudson comes to his feet, cuts and scores. 1-0, Lucas Hudson from Sussex Central. And Corder Nelson, they go out of bounds. Both these guys are returning place winners from last season.
So the individual states will be held at Dover this year, right?
Dover, yes. I think a good venue for it. One of those big long gyms where you can spread the matches across. Absolutely. And then with the end bleachers. And we will be switching over for that to the NFHS Network. And we'll be covering that. The high school individual states. We'll cover the semifinals. Scott Cameron and I believe Paul Kyer, former St. Mark's three-time state champ. Wrestled at Brown, now coaching at the new First State Military Academy. And that's got to make Kurt Howe nervous, having Paul Collier sniffing around his neighborhood with a private school.
That's right.
Or charter school, whatever it is. We'll be back here Tuesday night with 302 Sports right back here at Smyrna for the state dual meet championships. Division 1 and Division 2 will be settled on the same night. And we'll be here to bring you the action. And then next Saturday, Henley Conference will bring you the 302 Sports will bring you the semifinals and the finals. Our broadcast team be myself, Scott Kammerer, and Damian Creighton. We'll let one of those blue talk if he gets a pass to the Henley Open.
He's done his time.
That's right. Still 1-0, Lucas Hudson over Hunter Moyer. Shot attempt, double leg by Hudson. One thing I know about Hudson, man, he is straight on at you with that double leg.
Yeah.
Now he gets to a single, creates an angle, looking to step over. Moyer with the whizzer. And with Lucas Hudson leading 1-0, Moyer will have choice. He's going to take the bottom position. So 160, 170, 182, giving us our money's worth tonight. Next up is Smyrna's big guy, Tony Wiest, state champ as a freshman. And Moyer's going to score. It's 1-1 at 182 pounds. Another weight class is going to be interesting to see with Marcosi from Indian River. He and Hudson did not meet Wednesday night. Moyer so far undefeated in the conference.
Moyer really likes that 2-on-1. So you can see him working with that a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And Hudson pushes him out of bounds. Minute 16 to go on the restart. Double leg shot by Hudson. He's got to come up with some kind of setup on that. He's getting to the legs, but he can't clear the arms to finish.
Got to find an angle somewhere in there.
Moyer doing a good job of taking away any potential shot finishes. He's tying up one hand either with a Russian or a baseball bat. He's keeping one hand isolated here the whole third period.
Absolutely.
Shot attempt by Hudson, looking to get the angle. Moyer and they go out of bounds. .35 seconds to go here in the match. 1-1. We may see our first overtime match of the night. We're going to get a stall call on Hudson backing off the edge. So with 30 seconds, he's got to be careful not to get the next one. Again, double leg shot by Hudson. Got in deep. Drives, changes to a single. Has him on the edge. Whizzer by Moyer. And we're going to go out of bounds with 13.2 seconds left on the clock. Ball call. Hudson with a big double leg switches it off to a single, but can't score. Shot by Moyer. Hudson behind. Takedown, Hudson at the buzzer. Lucas Hudson gets the big win at 182. That caused me to get the pencil and the paper and the eraser out as we redo the rankings headed into state duels.
That's got to be your favorite thing to do. Favorite part about the job, I'm sure.
Yeah, so far this year, I have not picked a wrestler of the night from a losing team, but Hudson's right now. Number 5 knocking off number 2. But still matches to go. We move up to 195 pounds, and that means Tony Weist for the Eagles.
Even with Central's, some of the kids out of the lineup, they're still battling. They're not.
Yeah, 30
they're not
to 12.
holding over.
195 pounds from Sussex Central, Junior Cruz from Smyrna.
The Junior Cruz. Weist looks to throw. Underhook throws underhook, and Cruz able to roll through. Takedown by Weist, gets the boots in, and that's where I don't know if he's more dangerous from his feet or from top. As freshman and sophomore year, he pinned everybody with legs. This year, he seems to be pinning everybody from his feet.
It looks painful when he gets those things in.
By Tony Weist, and the Eagles go up 36 to 12. Yeah, 52nd pin by Weist at 195 pounds. That moves us to 220, and this is number 2 ranked Johnny Morris of Sussex Central, out of the lineup Wednesday night. I think obviously there's some type of bug, as we talked about earlier. Back in the lineup tonight.
220 from Sussex Central, John Morris. From Smyrna, Brett Young.
So Brett Young, he wins his wrestle off. He gets his first varsity appearance on senior night, and he gets the number 2 ranked Johnny Morris.
Yeah, just cracked the lineup. I'm sure it's ranking in a match of this magnitude.
Snap down by Morris. Takes him down to the mat and throws him a little over under, throws him to his back. Morris, I do not believe he's had a match with Medley this year. Medley ranked number 1 from Caraval. Young able to go behind, gets the reverse standing reversal, and Morris comes back around, gets back in control. So 6-2, Johnny Morris of Sussex Central. Morris looking to run a little barbed wire here, can't get it by. Now he's going to come back to the near side, pick at the knee, and go for the fall. Under a minute to go in the match. Johnny Morris with the pin for Sussex Central. So the Knights showing some spunk here. And closing the gap. So make it 36-18. So we move to 285 for Sussex Central. Mario Santizo. And for Smyrna, he was our wrestler of the night against Caesar Rodney, Elijah Taylor.
Santizo from Smyrna, Elijah Taylor.
So with 106 and 13 to come, a win here by Santizo, and even with the guys out of the lineup, Central is going to could make it look respectable.
Absolutely. Doing the math now, it could be very respectable.
And I don't believe anybody in Delaware has broken the 20 threshold yet this year against Smyrna. So with 3 matches left, the Knights looking to be the first ones. You know, even with a down lineup, they win these last 3 for next week.
Yeah, that's a scary thought for Smyrna come Tuesday.
Yeah, what you say is you walk out of the gym and go, hey, we're bringing our friends back with us Tuesday night, man.
Right. But Cape's no one to sleep on.
No, that semifinal matchup's going to be another. It's going to be another good one. There could be some matches that could turn both ways. Matches that Cape won might flip. Matches that Central won might flip. I'm looking at 38 as one of them. I'm looking at 60, 70. So there are some matches in there that could flip around. Does Phil Schulte roll the dice if need be and put Santizo on odd at 220 and move Big Johnny Morris up starts against the 285-pound Flores. Johnny Morrissey, all-state defensive lineman, he has pushed around 300-pound guys before, so be interesting to see if the Knights make that move.
Right. I think that's the night the chess pieces come out. We see if anyone does.
You don't have to show your hand tonight. You don't have to show your hand in January.
Show it when it matters.
Absolutely. Remember 2012, Smyrna almost got beat in the semifinals when Kurt Howe did exactly that. He changed his lineup to beat Caesar Rodney and almost got upset by Sally's in the semifinals.
Absolutely. So it's
and when I talked to Kurt about it later that night, he said we didn't come here to get second place.
Right.
So and that was the last time Smyrna's been beaten in Delaware. 2012, February 2012. The final. And Taylor's going to give him the free release here in the second period. Now here's another guy that has come a long way since the beginning of the year. Taylor really getting better with his hand fight and his movement, keeps his feet moving, keeps his hands moving.
Absolutely.
Doesn't put a lot of points on the board, but he didn't get called for stalling either.
Head coach is a Olympic alternate in Greco.
Right.
You learn some of the tricks of the trade.
That's right. This kid's a junior or sophomore?
Junior, I believe.
Junior.
He's a junior.
He is just here lately showing some good position. He could be a guy, maybe not a potential for a conference champ, but he could send somebody home that he's not supposed to.
Yes.
Developing here late in the season.
Yeah, could run into someone that beat him earlier in the year and knock him off.
And we go out of bounds. Santizo readjusts his headgear. Santizo very undersized. He's like a 210, 215-pound guy, wrestling heavyweight this year.
Yeah, someone like Elijah Taylor who's pushing every bit of 250.
Still 1-0, just went under a minute here in the second period. And looking to double underhook and jack him up, snaps him down. Santizo able to circle away. Santizo, another one, doing a very good job. Now he's in on a high crotch. He's doing just enough not to get the referee's attention. And you can see just the size difference in these two guys.
It's funny you ask if he's a junior sophomore. I just had two different text messages come in. One say junior, one say sophomore.
We want to thank those people.
Yes, thank you.
So we're still undecided?
We're 1-1. Someone send me a deciding vote, would you?
Well, see already, your first night on the air, and you got a fan club. You got people watching and helping you out.
I appreciate you, Benny.
Yeah, no problem. Usually Charlie Wilson, I don't know where he's at, fell asleep or what. He's always sending me messages during these matches. But so we move to the third period, 1-0. Santizo leads. He's on top. He's not. He's going to try to ride. Taylor comes to his feet, isolates a hand, cuts and scores. 1-1 here at 285, third period. Taylor looking to stop the bleeding here as the once ahead 30-0. We're now at 36-18 with this and two more matches left. I wasn't great in math. I was okay. 3 pins and the Knights tie this thing up.
That's yeah, absolutely. So.
And they got two ranked wrestlers coming up at 106 and we're 1-1 here at 285 pounds. Yeah, you're so. Back to the center. And a little slide by attempt by Santizo. And he's just got to find a way to get that big guy's weight moving in the other direction.
Yes.
Santizo, good job keeping that head right in his chest. Circles back in. Pummeling in by Taylor. We go out of bounds. 11.1 seconds. And we're going to get free wrestling, folks, at 285 pounds. Oh, shot by Santizo. Can't finish as time runs out. Santizo's been in that leg 3 or 4 times in this match tonight. So we're going to overtime. 1 minute period.
It's official. He is a junior.
Elijah Taylor Jr. out of Smyrna. I believe Santizo also a junior for Sussex Central. Takedown attempt by Taylor. Gets it. Going for the fall. Out of bounds. Elijah Taylor gets the win. 2 and 2. And he wins. 5-1. Exciting overtime match. 39-18. And we're going to get an unsportsmanlike, I believe, on Sussex Central, which is going to make it 39-17. He secures the victory for the Smyrna Eagles. So we can say it. Smyrna Eagles are the 2017 Henlopen Conference Northern Division champions with 2 matches left as we move to 106 pounds.
Yes.
Javon Saffold picks up Andruzzi, gets the takedown on the edge. Javon Saffold. And he came out of the Henlopen Hammers program, and our score clock is brought to you tonight by the Henlopen Hammers.
Just because they're Henlopen North champions doesn't mean they're going to be Division I.
That's
champions.
right. That happened in 2011. Sussex Central champions. And Cesar Rodney beat him in the semis, went on to win a state title over St. Mark's. So it can happen. That's our coach, Kurt Howe. Saffold ranked number 4 at 106 pounds. Puts Andruzzi to his back.
We talked about the last match, pushing weight.
Yeah. One of our co-wrestler of the night at the Cape match. Big pin for him. What does he weigh? 85, 87 pounds.
On a good day, I think.
Right. Yeah, match. 0-7. And Saffold looking to run that bar over. Needs to sit through. Saffold, I think both these guys are freshmen. And we're going to get a potentially dangerous here. Andrews is putting himself in bad positions just not to give up the pin.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he won that match at Cape and Open. He went on a win streak. He went up at Lancer Invitational, won a couple matches, came back, won a match at Milford.
Yes, he did.
And he's going to get the escape. 11-3, Javon Saffold leads the match.
It's crazy to think this is Schultz's last one, isn't it?
Yes, it is. His last regular season dual meet. And Jersey looking to score here. 13-3. Lead by Saffold. An attempt. A reversal attempt. So we're going to move to the second period. And Saffold, you're right. He towers Andrews just as much as Taylor just towered over Santizo. And there's that arm straight bar. And steps back over, gets the weight on him.
That looks tight.
It's going to be a long fight down there for Dylan Andruzzi. Saffold has double boots in. Minute 15 to go. I think just a matter of time here.
A lot of time on the clock.
That's a long fight down there.
I've been down there many times, and it takes the breath right out of you.
Saffold working for the fall. He's got it. Javon Saffold with the pin. And we talked about 4th, 5th seed on Tuesday from my Lewis Studios. From my wife just texted me. Caesar Rodney defeats Dover 41-23 tonight. So the Riders looking to be the number 4 seed Tuesday night. So probably going to see Dover again and maybe another rematch with the Eagles. So here we go. Last match of the night, folks. 113 pounds. Gavin Sembley from Smyrna and Yoni Morales, or Garcia, excuse me, for Sussex Central. And Morales, or Gonzalez, he's ranked number 4 at 113 pounds.
Central, Yanni Garcia. From Smyrna, Gavin Sembley.
Team score 39-23. And yeah, the Eagles roll. The Eagles win. They're the conference champs. But Sussex Central was impressive here tonight.
Absolutely.
4 guys out of the lineup. And they're going to make it a match. And it got one of their ranked wrestlers right here. I mean, they could come out here tonight within 10.
It's very impressive fight,
right,
considering the hand they were dealt prior to the match. Got to be feeling pretty good if you're Sussex Central, even though you're taking the loss here.
I just got a text. Your debut tonight, Jared. 100 here on 302 Sports.
I like it.
171 live viewers. Remember, next year, folks, they'll be doing their own live streaming for their schools for credits for their students. So make sure you support that and be a part of that. Especially you Smyrna fans. I know these Sussex Central fans probably really don't care if you're streaming any Smyrna events, but but it's a great thing for your students and pretty interesting this view, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. It's fun. It's also great to get busy. You can't make an event,
right?
And, now they put it on your smartphone.
Joe Arcangelo was telling me they have family all over the country. So matter of fact, he sent me a text last night while I was at work and said, "Hey, do you have the link up yet? Do you have the link? I need to let my family know." So I was like, well, "Hold on, I'll get it for you." But last year we did the Henlip Conference tournament, and at one point we had 300 some live viewers. So it's fun to do. We make no money. Actually, it costs me more money to do these things than anything else. But it's just fun to still be a part of wrestling. This is my way. I don't referee anymore. I don't wrestle anymore, obviously, and my way to be a part of it.
It's great for the sport. It really is.
Absolutely. And a sport that's been down in numbers in our state here in recent years. So,
one of the best things is you can go back and rewatch.
That's right. Yeah, it gets archived on YouTube.
Yeah, I was at the Cape match, but I remember the next day I was rewatching it. Maybe picking up some things that I didn't see before. So it's really awesome.
4-0. Yoni Garcia, from Sussex Central. Smyrna has wrapped up. Oh, elevator by Garcia. Steps over. Looking for a fall here at 113 pounds. And folks, like I said, we will be back here Tuesday night. I'm pretty sure we're going to be a 302 Sports production. I do not believe the NFHS is going to be covering state duels. They will be covering the high school individual semifinals and finals. You'll have to switch over to NFHS Network for that. That is a subscription site, but it's same as a ticket, the price of a ticket to get in the gym. So we'll be getting. 302 Sports will also bring you the Henlippen Conference semifinals and finals. Last year we just did the finals. This year we're going to bring you both the semis also. And I think, a lot of times people will say the semis are better than the finals. I think this is going to be a year where they're both are going to be exciting and good.
It's going to be some dynamite wrestling. It's going to be great.
It's just great when there's parity in the sport.
I think even so with the dual meet on Tuesday.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the duels on Tuesday. I think Smyrna has won this match. They're the conference champs. I think Central sent the message more than Smyrna did.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's gonna be scary. That's a scary thought.
But I can tell you right now, sit at the beach. There's a team by the name of Cape and Lebanon Vikings that they've already got Central once. I'm sure they think they can do it again.
Absolutely. Yeah, Matty Oney's done a great job down there with that program. Very well coached. Lots of good kids down there. And I'm sure your Hammers have a lot to do with that.
We have a few of them out there. A few guys all over the place. When we moved and left for Hoboth and went to Georgetown, we started getting kids from all over the county, and a few of them are out there. Javon Sappho, who just got the pin at 100, long time. One of my loyal guys, showed up around 2nd, 3rd grade and never left. Stayed with me right through 8th grade. Now, you know what? I imagine he's a one-sport athlete. I imagine when this season's over, him and his shoes are going to show up at practice come spring. So
that's great.
8-0. Yoni Garcia building a major decision. I'm sure Coach Schulte wants a pin. He's definitely going to want one on Tuesday night.
Bonus points could be a deciding factor come Tuesday.
You're correct. Both teams have usually in matches like this you don't see a lot of teams. Garcia looking to go behind and score. So it looks like we're going to come out here with an 8-6 split. So, with Central only winning 6 bouts, and it'll keep this within 15. They're going to score. First team to score over 20 on Smyrna. That means they picked up some bonus in there. The pin by Saffold. Couple exciting last. Those are matches that can turn around 60 and 82.
Absolutely.
They could turn around.
That's a coin flip.
And we're going to see Larson Wilson at 70 as opposed to his brother.
Right.
We're going to see Stratton at 125. And Assembly not done yet. Gets the takedown. Makes it an 8-2 match, or 10-2 match. There's a reversal.
And only a few days to prepare, too. I mean, imagine, you obviously don't practice on Sunday, so you really have a couple practice days ready before you got to come back and do it all again.
Final 15. There's another elevator by Garcia. He's going to get the reversal. And I think he was looking to go to the backs there, but he's not going to get him. 12-2. And potentially dangerous. with 2.8 seconds left in the match. Folks, we're going to take a quick commercial break, come back with a little wrap-up from me and Jared Doolin. I don't think because of our setup tonight, folks, that we're going to be able to interview a wrestler tonight because we were up in the loft, and I'll make sure we get one and we'll announce who it is. And that's it. Major decision, put 4 more on the board, 39-27. And that's all fixable, I think, Tuesday night. So, folks, we'll be right back from this commercial timeout.
You're reminded your area. I realize some of that traffic.
Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night to watch your favorite teams and sports on our many TVs. It's a great, fun-filled environment that is kid-friendly. Our craveable food menu has all the appetizers, burgers, salads, tacos, seafood, you name it, as well as our world-famous Hooters wings, which are the official wings of 302sports.com. Remember, you can always order online to take home our world-famous wings. It's your couch, our wings. Hooters of Newark is located at 136 Astro Shopping Center, Newark, Delaware. Come in day or night. Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus: wowing our customers with great products and even greater customer service. 30 years later, we are still doing exactly that. Whether you're looking for marketing tools to promote your business, gifts for your employees or clients, or planning a special event, we're here with the voice of experience to help you every step of the way for your complete satisfaction. Visit our new showroom in the Mill Creek Shopping Center, 4577 Kirkwood Highway. Unique Image, you envision, we create. Unique Image opened for business in Wilmington, Delaware in 1979 with one focus: wowing our customers with great products and even...
And welcome back, folks. Here he is, face on camera now. You heard him all night, Jared Doolin, former Smyrna wrestler, and he's the son of the legendary Mike Doolin. Won some state titles here for Smyrna. And Jared, you said it. Go ahead and tell me what you said right after we went to the break. What you thought of tonight's matchup, the outcome.
Yeah, I mean, you see, Smyrna comes out with the 12-point win, but I'm not sure if that's more of a win for Smyrna than it is for Central. Central being down 4 guys, it's definitely got to be thinking about that if you're Coach Al, and you got to be pretty excited if you're Sussex Central.
Absolutely, Smyrna ran out to the early lead tonight, and then a couple tight matches. Against ranked wrestlers, and Bautista pulls out a late takedown. Hudson pulls out a late takedown. Morris gets a pin. Sappho gets a pin. Major decision by Garcia, and the Knights didn't go away. But they got to get through Cape and Lopen first.
Absolutely, and Cape gave him definitely gave him a run for the money. Got the win there actually. So I think that battle's going to be just as good as the finals when we get there.
Absolutely. I want to thank Jared Doolin for stepping in tonight and hopefully learn something from us. And he'll be his guy next year as they do their home line streams. And our wrestler of the night, first time I've ever done this year, Lucas Hudson from Sussex Central with the big win over number 2 Hunter Moyer. He's going to be our wrestler of the night. A huge win for him, and I think it kind of got Central going in the right direction, and I think momentum, and that match could change again Tuesday night. This is going to be, I can't wait for Tuesday night to get here. I'm super excited.
It's going to be awesome.
So, folks, for 302 Sports, for Jared Doolin, our cameraman Otto Banks, Mitchell, folks, have a good night. We'll see you Tuesday night.